Ooh, maybe I should turn a light on. Hang on. Is anybody there? Does anyone feel like a chat? Does anyone feel like a chat this evening? I thought we could mention a few people that are coming up with interviews this week. So let's here's something I prepared earlier. This week we have Sinead Boucher from Stuff, Alexia Hilbertadou from Girl Boss, Simon O'Neill, cousin and opera legend, and Brad Smaler, motivational speaker. So, and we've got Joseph Parker. Joseph's on tomorrow at, what time did he say? Just trying to think what time he said. He messaged me. Hang on, let's have a look here. Joseph. I've got it programmed in there. I think it's like 6:30 tomorrow. I'm going to ask him about, have you seen Tyson? I know not everybody that watches. Oh shit! Hang on. Simon O'Neill. Oh, I know that not everyone that watches the show is a boxing fan, but have you seen Mike Tyson lately? They had a before and after pic. He's lost 60 kg. He's a friggin' machine. Seriously. And there's an interview with him and Joe Rogan going back, I think, a couple of years now. And he said that he didn't train because he didn't want to feed the ego again. Well, he's feeding the ego, and I'll tell you what, there'd be a lot of boxers that wouldn't want to step in the ring with him, and I think he's about 53 now. I haven't got a guest tonight, so if you want to ask a couple of questions, like we can have a chat about something, go for it. Otherwise, I'll just wrap things up. But I'm going to ask Joseph about what he thinks of Tyson and how he'd go. I wonder how Joe would go against Tyson. I think he'd go pretty good, to be fair. I think that's no disrespect to Tyson, who I friggin' love as a boxer. My gut feeling would be if he went in with someone like, say, Joseph Parker, and Joseph won't say this because he's too humble. You'd never get this out of him, but I'd say Rod Dixon, you legend. I'm going to meet Rod Dixon one day. He's just liked. Man, look at this. Banjo's really playing up. What time is it over there, Rod? I cannot believe I got to interview Rod Dixon, one of my greatest childhood heroes. And now he does a like on my page. What time is it in your part of the world, Rod? Do you know when we were kids, we would have races against each other next door at the Skokandies. They were Yugoslavs. And we had to pick which races we were going to be, which athletes. So you could be John Walker or Rod Dixon or Dick Quacks. And no one ever wanted to be Dick Quacks, which is terrible because I know that Rod thought the world of Dick Quacks, and Dick Quacks was a great runner, but you wanted to either be Rod Dixon or John Walker. I might post that Rod Dixon interview up again and maybe edit it down. That's something I'm really, really proud of, actually. Out of all the stuff I've ever done creatively, interviewing Rod Dixon was one of the coolest things I've ever done. It was just, he's just a great guy. He's just a nice person. So thanks, Rod, for tuning in. I'm going to track you down the States. As soon as I can get on a plane, as soon as I can make some money, I'm going to come and meet you, and we're going to run around the track together. Can you imagine running around the track? It's like Rod's running. Where's Sean? Oh, he's a couple of miles back. Okay. Rod Dixon, when he ran, he was a great cross-country runner. When he put the foot down, it would be just like, where'd Rod go? Anyone seen Rod? And that's what made him so good as a cross-country runner. He just put the foot down and away he went. And also, in that famous marathon, oh, Benjo, what are you doing? I interviewed Rod about this, about the marathon that he won. Basically, the guy that led, who also went on to win really good marathons down the track, he kind of stuffed it up. Benjo, stop it. You will be punished. He stuffed it up. Benjo, no. He stuffed it up because Rod basically came down. This guy was running down the middle of the track. Used less space, really. This guy was going down the middle, and Rod was just like, picking the lines, getting in close to the curb, and he had it all sussed up here that he was going to win. It's just the way he is. What else are we doing? No one's got one question. Oh, stop it. Oh, are you still in New Zealand, Rod? This is funny. I only have 4 people, about 4 people watching this. And one of them is our greatest athlete of all time. That cracks me up. That's irony, isn't it? That really is funny. Okay, well, I just sort of hop online and tease a few of the shows coming up. Sinead Boucher from Stuff, that's going to be interesting. What a big call to go and buy that company. Simon O'Neill, he's a cousin of mine. Legendary opera singer. This is the thing. This is another guy. Very humble guy. Very, very humble. He sings all around the world. He's one of the great tenors in the world. And I don't think New Zealand actually quite realizes how massive this guy is. He really is. Yeah. Take care. You too, Rod. You're a legend. See you soon. And then Brad Smaler, motivational speaker. Great guy. Inspirational guy. So we'll talk to him as well. I think that's it. I can't think of anything else to say, which is probably a good thing. Right. I hope you tune into some of the shows this week because it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool, and got some really interesting people to talk to. Oh, by the way, you can catch these shows now on Spotify, on Apple, and all podcast platforms, basically, and on YouTube. But, if you're like me, I sort of like, if I'm traveling, I like to put a podcast on and listen to a bit of stuff. And seriously, the good thing is, unlike this, you don't hear me rambling. I like to just ask a question or two, and then I let people basically speak. Mike Hurd has joined us. I might have a chat to Mike. I think he'd be a good guest. Mike is a really cool guy. He has bungee jump records, what he does is he goes, and it's usually raising money for charity by memory. Great guy, very good. Technically, one of the top technical guys in New Zealand. But Banjo, stop it. But he's got these bungee jumping records where he just goes and he's once again. This is funny. My observation is successful people, just about all of them, are quite humble. They are very humble. Oh, Banjo, stop it. Banjo the dog. Because when he broke this record, he's always going on, and I think he's done a couple of records now. He's always quick to go, well, the team is great. The team, it's so good. The team were brilliant. It's like, man, you're the one jumping. You're doing all these bungee jumps. What are you talking about, the team? What the hell? Take a bit of credit, man. But no, he just does all this jumping. And, yeah, very cool guy. So I think we will interview him. I think that'll be fun because it's a little bit different, you know. It's like, hey, Mike, are you still there? Can you tell me how many jumps you did before I go? Miles Witcher, a very good Waikato man, tuning into the show. I was reflecting today on different things as a school kid. Oh, this is Banjo. He's getting so heavy. Banjo, look. What? Mike Hurd. So Mike Hurd, get this. I've got these incredible mates. He did 430 bungee jumps in 24 hours. Mate, did you raise? It was a Guinness Book record, wasn't it? I must chat to him. Those are people we want to chat to. They're interesting people. And a good guy. Most importantly, a good guy. I was thinking about school today for some reason. People my age may remember this. I remember Pie Day as a kid, and it would be really exciting, and Mum would say, here's your money. This is in like primary school. It's Pie Day, and so we'd take our money and we were able to buy a pie. And I remember then I think we had Fish and Chip Day, which was massive. I can remember going to school and going, this is amazing. Like, we'd put our fish and chip order in. God, we ate a lot of shit food. Can you do that? Do they have Fish and Chip Day any longer? I don't think they do they? They wouldn't be able to do that, surely. Fish and Chip Day. What else about school? I remember at primary school going, you would go, like our teacher was Mr. Tinkler, and you would go, all of us at the same time go, good morning, Mr. Tinkler. Do people do that these days? Like kids, do they just go, oh, good day, Mr. Tinkler? Oh, what? Oh, my God. Okay. Well, if none of you are going to make any comments, I might just close the whole thing down. I might do a Faulty Towers and just go, we've had X amount of episodes and that's it. But I probably won't. Here's the thing with Joseph Parker. So I am going to chat to him tomorrow about 6:30. They are such a down-to-earth family, those guys. You have no idea. So funny. So I met him, and some of you would have heard this story. I met him on a flight, and here he is. And he's holding, I think by memory, two young kids, his. Oh, g'day, mate. How are you going? Oh, g'day, Joe. How are you? I'm Sean. And he's holding the kids like this. Great dad. Fantastic dad. So anyway, I speak to his sister, Elizabeth, tonight. I say, Elizabeth, can I chat to Joe tonight? She goes, I'll message him. I'll message him and tell him that you're about to text him. I said, okay. Cool. So I messaged Joe, and then I get this video call from him. And seriously, I'm not kidding. He's in a white singlet, and it's like he's holding. There's at least 3 kids. Is there 3 or 4? And he's going, "G'day, Shawnee, how you doing?" And he's there with like, "Hey mate, can we interview you tomorrow?" "Oh yeah, no, that'll be cool. That'll be cool." Okay. Any questions before we wrap it up? So we've got our guests scrolling along there. You can get us on Apple, get us on Spotify, get us on YouTube. I'm off to bury Banjo. And I know that's inappropriate, and I know you shouldn't say it, but that's what's happening. I'm off to bury him. Say goodbye to everybody, Banjo. Say goodbye. Toodles. Hey, check in with these. I think we've scheduled all our interviews. Check in this week, because talented people that want to talk to. Goodbye. I'm going to go and bury Banjo now. Goodbye. Good night. Good evening.